What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Johto tour ticket. Now that the hype has calmed down, is this ticket even really worth it, or were we just blinded by the initial hype? Let's get into it, timestamps below as always. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to compare the things of value we're getting with a ticket and without a ticket. With a ticket, you're going to be getting Johto Pokemon appearing in the wild, so the only spawn during the day will probably be some Johto Pokemon. These wild spawns are actually going to be probably spawning every hour based off a theme habitat, kind of like last year, which every hour has a theme in which certain Pokemon will be spawning during each habitat, so you won't be able to catch any Pokemon at any time during the day. We're gonna have Johto Pokemon in field research tasks as well. You will be able to get them from tasks. Don't know what the tasks are yet. Johto Pokemon will be appearing in raids. We're gonna have the legendary, so Ho and Lugia, and we're gonna have Entei, Suicune, and Raikou all in the 5-star raids, and then as well as regional exclusives. So I believe Corsola and Heracross are gonna be appearing in the 1s or 3-star raids or something like that. You'll have access to that if you have a ticket. Finally, you're gonna get extra candy for catching certain Johto Pokemon. Not sure exactly how much, but I remember you were getting about 100 candy for pineapping a Magikarp during the Kanto tour. You will be able to get a lot of candy for certain Pokemon. We're gonna have exclusive 7km and 2km eggs hatching Johto Pokemon during the event. If you have a ticket, you're gonna get quarter egg hatch distance and 2 times hatch candy as well. Also, if you have a ticket, you're gonna get a special research story, which will get you an encounter with a Celebi that has a legacy move. And after that, when you complete that special research, you'll get another special research called the Masterwork Research. No information on the task for that one yet, but you're gonna get 2 special researches. You're gonna, of course, get access to the monthly timed research tasks for January and February, which are those battle pass like tasks in which you have to get a certain amount of XP, Stardust, all that stuff, and then you get a certain hat at the end. I believe it's a Gumi hat in January, and you're gonna get access to 9 collection challenges based off the themed habitats we talked about earlier. You're also gonna get access to every single Johto shiny Pokemon. I'll go ahead and throw the new shiny Pokemon releasing during the event on screen, so you're gonna get early access to these Pokemon if you buy a ticket during the day. You're also gonna get access to all of these unknowns in their shiny forms, and you're gonna get shiny boost on certain Pokemon depending on if you choose the silver or the gold version of the ticket. I'm going to talk about at the end of this video which one is better in my opinion. Finally, you're going to get 3 free remote raid passes and 9 free local raid passes during the event, so that's going to be a total of 12 raid passes. That's with a ticket. Now, without a ticket, the things you're getting access to is some Johto Pokemon appearing in the wild. I'm going to put an emphasis on the word some because that's what Pokemon Go wrote, but I believe Johto Pokemon are going to be spawning in the wild. There just won't be any habitats, so you'll be able to catch them all throughout the day, and there might be a mix of other region Pokemon spawning in the wild as well. You're going to get access to the raids we talked about, so you're gonna get access to Ho-Oh, Lugia, Entei, Raikou, Suicune, all in the 5-star raids, as well as Heracross and Corsola. So you will be able to get these even if you don't buy a ticket, guys. There's no way for Niantic to turn on raids and turn off raids for certain people who have certain tickets. Usually raids during these types of events are for anyone with or without a ticket. You're gonna get access to the 7km and 2km eggs hatching Johto Pokemon, and there's gonna be a timed research task related to trainer battles which you can complete. I believe that will probably get you some sort of Johto Pokemon. Now on screen, I'm gonna show you guys what I just read out to you, and I'm gonna go ahead and block off what you're getting with or without a ticket. If you have a ticket or if you don't, everyone's getting this, so we can lock these out of the equation. Now let's take a look at what you're getting if you're buying this $12 USD ticket. Let's go through these individually. First of all, extra candy for catching Johto Pokemon. This can be offset by pineapple berries. I don't think this is a very worth bonus for going ahead and getting it. Quarter egg and 2 times hatch candy. Unless you're going to be spending even more money on incubators, this bonus is not the most amazing for you because you're going to have to buy a ticket and then you're going to have to buy incubators to really take advantage of this. We're going to have tasks here, which I could believe are pretty worth it. You are getting 2 special research tasks for buying the ticket. You're getting 2 timed researches for the month. You're getting access to 9 collection challenges, and you're getting access to field research tasks. So all in all, a lot of research if you buy a ticket. You're getting access to all new Johto shinies. Now, just gonna say, once the event's over, anyone with or without a ticket are gonna have access to these shinies. So you're really just getting these shinies like I think 12 hours earlier than everyone else, and you're not even guaranteed to get these shinies. So of course you do get access to all the new Johto shinies, but once the event's over, everyone in the world gets access to them. You're gonna get access to the shiny unknowns, which only spawn during the event, so this will be an exclusive thing for you. If you're an unknown hunter, this might entice you to buy the ticket. Shiny boost on certain Pokemon. This is an amazing thing that a lot of people like for these events. You are getting shiny boost for certain Pokemon depending on silver or gold. And then finally, 3 more raid passes and 9 free local raid passes. Out of all this stuff here, the only things I can put of actual money value on to compare are gonna be the 3 more raid passes and 9 free local raid passes. I'm gonna put the dollar cost of all of these raid passes, how much it's actually worth in Canadian dollars. And then here I'm gonna put the price of the ticket, so you can kind of see the value comparison you're getting for buying a ticket and then what you're getting in terms of actual cost money. Things like research, extra candy, and quarter egg distance and 2 times hatch candy and shiny boosts are kind of hard to put a money value on, but in terms of things you can put a money value on, this is what you're paying and this is what you're actually getting for that price in terms of raid passes. Now, before I can tell you if this is really worth it or not, one thing we really have to take a look at is what relevant Pokemon are there in Johto. This event is all about Johto Pokemon, so if you're a kind of guy who likes Pokemon Pokemon that are good in raids, good in PvP, and all that stuff, we need to find out if you buy a ticket, how much value are you actually going to be getting out of the Pokemon you're pretty much paying for this event. Let's take a look. So on screen, I'm going to put a little counter here, which is going to mark how many Pokemon are actually relevant during this event. First of all, we're going to have Meganium, which evolves from Chikorita. Meganium is a good Pokemon for the Great and the Ultra League. We also have Cyndaquil, which evolves into Typhlosion. Typhlosion is a decent Pokemon for the Ultra League, not the most relevant, but I'm still going to count. We then have Noctowl. Noctowl has recently been buffed, a very good Pokemon for the Great League. We have Cleffa, which evolves into Clefable, a good Great and Ultra League Charmer. Igglybuff, which evolves into Wigglytuff, a good Great League Pokemon. We then have Togepi and Togetic, although they evolve into Togekiss, which is not from Johto. You are originally getting these Pokemon during this event, and Togekiss is a good Fairy type raid attacker and a good Master League and Ultra League Pokemon. We then have Ampharos, which does have a Mega. We have Azumarill, a very good Pokemon for the Great League. We then have Wobbuffet, in which Purified Wobbuffet is pretty good for the Great League. Quillfish, a decent Pokemon for the Great League, specifically Special Cups. I will count it. We have Heracross. Heracross does have a Mega and does have some play in certain PvP leagues. We have Sneasel, which evolves into Weavile. Of course, that's from the Sinnoh region, but Weavile, a good Dark Ice type raid attacker, especially in its Shadow form. Have Magcargo, recently buffed, pretty good for the Great League right now. We have Swinub evolving into Mamoswine. Mamoswine, good Ice and Ground type raid attacker, good for the Master League, and it does have the Shadow. We have Mantine, a decent Pokemon for the Great League, not really meta relevant, but decent in Special Cups. Skarmory as well, good for the Great League and the Ultra League. We have Houndoom, evolves from Houndour, does have a Mega right now. We have Hitmontop, which evolves from Tyrogue. Hitmontop, a decent Pokemon for the Great League. We have Elekid, evolves into Electivire. Electivire is a good Electric type raid attacker, and especially in its Shadow form, and decent in the Great and the Ultra League. We have Raikou, a decent Electric type raid attacker, specifically in its Shadow form. We have Entei, but Entei is only good in its Shadow form as a Fire type raid attacker. We have Suicune, a decent Ultra League and Master League Pokemon. We have Tyranitar, evolving from Larvitar, good as a Dark type and a Rock type raid attacker, and it does have a Mega in the future. We have Lugia. Lugia is one of the best Master League Pokemon in the game, and we have Ho-Oh, a good Master League Pokemon as well. Now, I left out certain Pokemon because some Pokemon in Johto are piggybacking off Kanto Pokemon, and they're actually evolutions from Kanto Pokemon. Pokemon like Crobat, Politoed, Umbreon, Steelix, Caesar, Kingdra, Blissey are all evolutions of Kanto Pokemon. Niantic hasn't made it clear how we're going to be able to get Candy to get these Pokemon. Are we going to see Onyxes spawning in the wild so we can get Candy for Steelix? We're not clear on this part yet. Still, on screen is going to be how many of these Pokemon are actually relevant to catch. I'm going to include their first and second stages as well for this next calculation. There is about 40 Johto Pokemon that I've counted as relevant, and there is a total of 100, I believe, Johto Pokemon in the whole Pokedex. That is less than half of the Pokemon actually being relevant in some sort of PvP and PvE format. Now, of course, there might be some that are debatable. Like, you could argue Quagsire is a spice pick in Great League, but I'm talking about Pokemon that are clearly relevant and have some sort of use in the meta right now. This right here just shows you that if one of your values is Pokemon that are meta relevant in raids or in PvP, you're not really going to be getting too much out of this event. When you look back on the Kanto tour, there are so many Pokemon that are in Kanto that actually have some sort of use. But now looking at this, 40 out of 100 of these Pokemon, and this is including the tier 1s and tier 2s. It's not like I just took the only relevant Pokemon. When I'm counting Meganium, I'm counting Chikorita and Bayleaf as well in this count. You're not getting the most value out of this ticket. So this is going to be my final consensus on if this ticket is worth it or not with the information we know now. You need to decide what is valuable to you. First of all, are you a shiny hunter? Do you love shiny hunting? During the event, of course, shiny boost on certain select Pokemon. If you buy a ticket, then the ticket is worth it for you because all you really care about is getting shinies. Do you care about relevant Pokemon? Are you a relevant Pokemon hunter? In the end, it's going to be up to you if you buy the ticket. I did show you that only 40 out of the 100 Pokemon are really, really relevant, so you're not getting the most out of it. But still, if you're in need of a really, really good, Noctowl for the Great League, for example, or XL candies, then buying the ticket so maybe you can get that extra candy catching Johto Pokemon boost and getting more different ways to encounter these Johto Pokemon might be worth it to you. However, I want to note, even if you are someone who really wants relevant Pokemon, you're still getting Johto Pokemon in the wild if you don't buy a ticket, and you're still getting access to the legendaries in raids. So if all you need is a good Lugia during this event, then you don't really need the ticket to get that. Next up, are you a Pokedex collector? Do you want to complete your Johto Pokedex and get that platinum medal? Then you might want to buy the ticket. If you buy the ticket, you're going to have more different ways you can encounter Johto Pokemon, so the ticket will be worth it to you because it'll allow you to complete that Pokedex Pokedex easier. Finally, are you just looking for a fun day with your family, with your friends, with your partner? Then the ticket might be worth it for you. These events are always a blast, no matter if you get relevant Pokemon or not, and getting shiny boosts and going out with your whole family and seeing who can get the most shinies or something like that can be a blast. Think of it as a similar price to going to the movies. You know, you're buying a ticket here and you're getting access to like 9 hours of fun or whatever. In the end, guys, you need to decide what is valuable to you. Take the information I gave you in this video and decide if it's worth it for you. Me, myself, I am still on the fence. I do not think I'm going to be buying a ticket. We're going to find out, because for me, the most valuable thing is relevant Pokemon. And from this event, I can see that I can get pretty much all the relevant Pokemon I need without having to buy the ticket. I hope that answered if the Johto Tour ticket is worth it or not. With that being said though, if you are deciding to buy a ticket, let's go through the silver and gold ticket and which one is more worth it in my opinion. If you haven't seen my video on the Johto Tour tickets, you are getting these version exclusives if you bought the gold version, and these version exclusives if you got the silver version. You're only gonna get these Pokemon off incense, but you'll only be able to catch these Pokemon depending on what version you chose. Also, you're gonna get shiny boosts for these Pokemon if you chose the gold version, and these Pokemon if you chose the silver version. I'm gonna make this quick. I think the silver version is way better. Comparing the version exclusive from the gold version, as we mentioned before, I think the only relevant one here is Mantine. But then looking at the silver version, we see Skarmory in there, which is the relevant Pokemon, and Skarmory in the Great League is a lot better than Mantine. And also Delibird spawning only in the silver version, and Delibird gives 500 stars per catch, so that's a way to get Stardust. Then comparing shinies you're getting from both versions, I think it depends on which version you're missing more shinies of. If you don't have a lot of the gold shiny Pokemon, or you don't have a lot of the silver shiny Pokemon, depends on what you want. But I think the silver is still better in terms of shinies if you already have a lot of shinies, because you are getting shiny boost for Larvitar, which is the pseudo legendary of Johto, and shiny pseudo legendaries are definitely a rare thing if you miss the community day. And there's other nice shinies in here, like, you know, shiny Houndour, shiny Delibird, shiny Miltank is a very valuable one, shiny Sudowoodo. Looking at the silver version, the only valuable shinies I could maybe see would be like Wobbuffet's kind of cool, Shuckle's cool. Mantine would be a new one, which you would get easier on this version. But really, all in all, I think the silver version has better shinies. I think it's up to you. A lot of these types of videos where is it worth it or not is a personal thing. So that was a long video, guys. I hope this answered most of your questions. If you do have any more questions or concerns, or, you know, hey, should I get this, or like anything you want to ask, feel free to ask in the comment section below. The Johto Tour is still very far out, so we are still waiting a lot of news. So hopefully they announce some more stuff that maybe entices me more to buy a ticket. But we'll have to wait and see, guys. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day, guys. We're going to see you on the next one. Follow for tips, everyone. Peace.